going out there in tarot land. This may or may not end up being a reading. It's more going to be like insight into what it's like to have CPTSD, complex post-traumatic stress, from years and years and years and years of abuse and trauma. Okay? You can be fine and be able to keep yourself together and healed enough to have an online platform, go to school online mostly. Maybe keep yourself together 2 or 3 hours a day. But what people don't see is what I'm going to share with you guys right now. Happy morning, Cynthia. Welcome in. It doesn't take much to trigger or set off a CPTSD event for me. And it can be the most random, insignificant things to anybody else in the world. But they can be really big to me. Okay? Yesterday was my oldest brother, or my middle brother's birthday. My oldest brother died last year. Okay? Still haven't heard from the other brother. Not a fucking word. He held my son when he was 6 days old, and I haven't seen him since. My son's going to be 16 this year. I idolized my older brother. He was my hero. The hero that never saved me. And so yesterday I couldn't even think about doing a reading because I was so angry because I'm still at 47 years old waiting for my brother to save me. And he still isn't showing up. It made me think about my childhood a whole lot more than I wanted to. And then today, just now, on the way home from taking my son to school, who happens to look exactly like my older brother's son as well, like they are identical cousins almost. My old phone number from when I was that age was on a license plate, and it just, the stupidest thing, and I'm like this. And I think about the fact that my brother and my dad knew how violent my mom was. I remember my brother getting suspended from high school for getting in a fight and coming home with like a bloody nose spray all over his shirt. And my mom was his stepmother. She's only like 8 years older than him. Okay. My dad kind of liked her young, unfortunately. But she was 19 and he was 30 when they got married. And my brother and her got in a fight. And my brother threw her over a hedge. But now I know why. My dad and my brother knew how violent she was. And my brother always promised to come save me. He always made big promises. Never followed through. And so when I just saw my old home phone number from when I was going through all of this abuse, I just started having visual flashbacks. Everybody in my family knew how violent, how much she abused alcohol and drugs. I think I was 6 when she got pulled over for a DUI in my dad's 64 and a half Mustang with a black rag top. I was in the car with her and she got pulled over for a DUI. I was 8 or 9 the first time I saw her with a giant handful of pills. I was 9 or 10 when I got sent to school with bleeding welts on the backs of my thighs from when she beat me with the buckle end of the belt. And the principal called CPS and my dad sent him away. I was molested 3 times by 3 different people by that very same age. Shady Lane was pretty shady. I have a lot of anger today. I have a lot of anger yesterday. I called my brother in 2015 again to ask for help. And he says, "You must like it if you stay." But the person I was with, not my ex-husband, I had left him and moved in with somebody else. That person was having sex with me while I was under the influence of prescription medication that he was putting in my drinks. Thanks, Mike, for putting me on the phone with a woman that I've never met that you were married to gaslight me about how I needed to do more. I'm still waiting for you to have the balls to come knock on my door and see how much I've survived without your help. And if anybody wants to know why I'm not racing to my mother's bedside when she's in a care home, you let me get molested 3 times by the time I was 6 years old and then beat me for the rest of my life. I don't think I owe you anything. I would like to thank you, though, Mom. You taught me how to take every kind of punch and keep standing strong. Nobody helped me. Nobody. And y'all want to know how I can keep standing while you bully in the comment section, while you threaten my life, while you make fun of my weight, or my gifts, or my interests, or my personality. Nobody even cares to know why. But I keep giving to the world.